think about it.
Hey yo, hey yo. On two, mic check.
What's good, price action nation? I am back with another video. Today's video is all about the Fibonacci retracement, so let's get into it.
Let's start with what is the Fibonacci retracement tool. So the Fibonacci retracement is a method of technical analysis for determining support and resistance levels. It can be found by clicking this icon right here where it says Fibonacci on top, and it will be the first tool that will appear there, right? So if you click on the tool, yours might appear with a lot of colors, but you can customize it, and I'll just quickly show you guys the size settings so that you only get the things that you need on your Fibonacci. These are the only levels that you need on your Fibonacci tool, right? So make sure you take a quick screenshot of these tools, and then you can just customize the colors in your own way. I use the black colors because I have a white theme on my trading view. So now the Fibonacci can be used for different purposes, right? So you can use it to predict the end of a pullback or a correction. You can use it to predict the end of a retest, and you can use it to find support and resistance levels. So let's talk about how you can apply it on a price movement. Say price is moving in this manner. So as price comes down, creating a low for you, that's when you'd like to pull up your Fibonacci from the low to the high. And then what we usually see here is that price will come to test one of these three levels that we have right here. They are called the golden zone. Okay. Other people like to include the 0.382 level, but I prefer to just include the 0.5 and the 0.618 level. Those are what I consider to be my golden zone. So price will come back to your levels, and that's when price will shoot up. So that's how you can predict the end of a pullback or a correction, right? So price will come back to test your levels, and then you'll be ready to take your entry. So that's how you actually use the Fibonacci, right? So let me show you guys examples of how you can use it with the three purposes that I've shared with you guys here, right? So let's take this example right here. So you can see the price here, it gives you this impulsive move and give you this low, right? So as price gives you this low, that's when you'll be pulling up your Fibonacci from the low towards the high, right? And as you can see, price got to your golden zone and then price reversed, right? So that's how you can use it to determine the end of a correction, because as you can see, this is correction. Point that out. This is a correction, right? So as you see price coming back down like this, you draw your Fibonacci retracement tool from the low to the high of the whole movement. And that's when you would obviously be taking your entries right here and have your take profit levels set, right? So that is how you use the Fibonacci tool. Right, so that's how you use it to predict a pullback or a correction. Now, in terms of how you use it to predict a retest, let me just look for a quick example for that. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. So let's say price is moving down, a downward trend. But then price breaks out of your trend. Let me just draw a trend line. Price breaks out of your trend like this. As price breaks out of the trend, you'd want to pull your Fibonacci retracement tool from this point all the way up to the high. Same way as if you're predicting the end of a pullback, because retests are basically pullbacks too. So now you can see that you never really know when price is gonna reverse. Let's say you didn't have your Fibonacci tool, you wouldn't really know. As long as price is not going to come back to your trend line right here, you wouldn't really know when it's going to reverse. That's when the Fibonacci retracement tool comes in, right? So now price will come down to your golden zone, it has already reached your golden zone. Maybe we'll touch the 0.382 or 0.50 or 0.618 and then reverse, right? So it might come here and reverse, right? So that's how you use it to determine the end of a retest, right? So let's look at a live example. I'm just gonna try to find a good example. So look for a nice example, guys. I see one, right? So let's just remove that. So as you can see right here, just draw this trend line. As you can see that you have your downward trend right here. Let me just draw the support level like that. So you have your downward trend line, but then price breaks out of your downward trend line, and now it's coming back for a nice retest. That's when your tool comes in. Right now, you draw your tool from down here all the way up to here, and boom, you can see price came back to your golden zone and reversed. Right, so that's how you use it to determine the end of a retest, because most people don't really know. As you can see right here, price did not really come back to touch the trend line. If you waited for price to come and that's your trend line, you wouldn't have tapped into this trade. You would have missed this beautiful move. But with the Fibonacci, you would have got it, right? So now moving on to using it to find support and resistance level. So here, very, very simple. And this is going to be very useful in your trading. I see one beautiful example right here. Now, what you would do here, let's just move back for a bit. Let me remove this. Go down with this. Okay, so now let's say we've already had this upwards move, this one, right? Let's say we've already had this upwards move. So now what you would want to do here is that you would draw your Fibonacci from the low to the high, as I explained, from your low to the high. Then you would start zoning out the Fibonacci levels. Like that. Okay. So all of your Fibonacci levels should be zoned out. Make sure you extend them further towards the right side. Now, like that. And your floor right there. Okay. Then my 0.618. Now you can remove Fibonacci. And now I want you to take a good look at this. Now, look at this level right here, which is the 0.382 level. Look at what price did right there and right there, right? So, like I said, you would draw your Fibonacci level. Let's say price is right at that point. And now when price breaks out, you can see price did break out of this trend. As price breaks out, now you know that price is going to be going down. And that's when you would want to use your support and resistance levels. Now, you can see that when price got to this level, it did make a little reversal and then broke it. Broke all the way and then made a retest right here. You can see how price is just bouncing on these levels. You can see how price just, and here too, it did bounce on this zone. And then looking at this zone, you can see price bounce there and there. And then on this one, price just made little reversals at such points. And you can see here, it did have a reversal too. Reverse there and there, also in that point. So you can see how you can use this as support and resistance. Now, let's look at our floor zone right here. You can see price did come back to the floor zone, the lowest one from the low, and price did tap on that, and then it shot up, right? So that's how you can find your support and resistance levels using the Fibonacci tool, right? So let's just look for more examples and then we'll end the lesson from there. Just remove this. Let's look for more examples. Let's look for more examples. So say price was right here. Let's look at this right here. See that price made an impulsive move and then a correction. But right on the high, where you'd have your Fibonacci level. From the low all the way towards the high. And then you can see when price got to your golden zone, it made a reversal. And then that's when you would have your entry ready, just like that. And you can see that you would have hit your take profit from that. Right? So that's how you would use it for predicting the end of a pullback. Right? So let's look for another example for like something like predicting the end of a retest. Just gonna try to find a good example. I think this is a good example. So let's look at this right here. Supporting level and your resisting level. You see that you have your uptrend right here, but then price decides to break this trend down the supporting level and then comes back for a retest. Now, the way in which you would apply your Fibonacci retracement tool is that from the high to the low, right? From the high to the low now, because now this is a sell opportunity. So now from the high towards the low, and then you can see when price came back, let's say you didn't have your Fibonacci. You didn't have your Fibonacci retracement. Now, what you would expect is for price come back right here and then reverse. But no, that's not what price did. Price decided come back and break the trend line again and then go down, right? But if you had your Fibonacci tool, this is what would actually happen. You can see, just extend this. You can see that price came back to your 0.382 level and then reversed, right, after breaking into the trend line. So if you had entered using your trend line, you would have a stop loss like that. And you can see that you would have lost on the trade if you had used your trend line. But with the Fibonacci tool, you can see that you would have won, right? So that's how you can use the Fibonacci tool to your advantage, right? Helps you spot these simple things. So one last example for predicting for finding the support and resistance levels, right? So let's look at this right here. You have this upwards movement, this, and then price decides to break out of this trend line. Price broke that, and then price decided to give you a downwards movement. Now, in order for you to find the support and resistance level, you'd have to draw your Fibonacci level from the low of this upwards movement all the way towards the high, right? And you can see for yourself, guys, you can see for yourself that if I have drawn my levels, draw your levels just like that. You can see the price did come down towards this level and then reversed, came back for a retest on this level and then shot up. And you can clearly see that this level also did work right here and price did reverse. So these support and resistance levels are valid, right? So that's how you would use it to find your support and resistance level. And I think that's enough examples for this video, and yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So if you like the video, make sure you click that like button, comment, and make sure to subscribe. More content is coming, guys. Peace.
It's 8 cubes. Yeah.